how's it doing? My name is Ignacio. I'm a network security engineer on a multinational. Uh, Most of the time, I'm working with Cisco devices, and this one is should be most of the time is FTDs, FMCs, and Cisco Eyes. This is, and also a little bit about Umbrella, so I can show you guys that. So the idea of the Cisco Security Dirty Hands is to build this lab from the scratch and show to you guys the process to build it, how to integrate it, for example, FMC with the Active Directory, how to have a certificate authority on the Windows server, how to integrate these guys with Cisco Eyes, which is a radio server, also a TACAX server. We can also configure TACAX on the devices. But before talk about that, let me introduce myself. I'm a network security engineer for the last 6 years. I worked in some multinational companies as NTT, GCI. Now I'm on the HCL company. I've been working with Cisco for the last, I think, 8 years right now. And most of the time I started with data, I think, as everyone does, and then I jump on the security, and then I love that. I think it's awesome to work with security part of the network. I like of that, so I'm trying to get this series of video to show to you guys how I worked with, for example, when you have some issues with eyes, with FTD on the FMC. And you can see here that we have two endpoints, which means this Windows 10 and this Ubuntu device. So I'm gonna show to you guys how to authenticate these guys on eyes using the switch. We are gonna have some first redundant protocol here, which are gonna use HSRP. We're gonna have failover for the firewalls. We're gonna have two eyes, one as primary and other as secondary. What else we have here? So we're gonna build this network from the scratch, and then I'm gonna show to you guys how to start to troubleshoot this. So FTD has a lot of steps. For example, to troubleshooting, I have some notes here. I get the to use MindMeister. So for example, to check the unit stats, we have these commands. To run some debugs on the SFR, you have to use this command. To run debugs on the ASA, also these commands. To run some captures, you can do captures on the Clish, which I will show to you guys, and also from the Lina, which is for the old school guys is the ASA, right? So I'm gonna show to you guys how to do that. We are gonna also do some traffic analysis using TCP dump. So we can use TCP dumps on the CLI to get. We can use Wireshark to analyze better, because the most difference between the TCP dump on the CLI and the Wireshark, that Wireshark will align the package. So the package number will comes in orders, but on TCP dump, and there's a typo here, on TCP dump it doesn't. So you have to use your eagle eyes to identify if the package is out of order. But on the Wireshark, it shows already on the screen. But I think it will be a good option to us to understand TCP dump and then jump to the Wireshark, because sometimes you don't have time, for example, to capture the traffic on the TCP dump and move this on the PCAP file and analyze on Wireshark. You have to have the eagle eyes, look on the TCP dump and identify what is happening directly on the CLI. And I will try to show that. I'm still studying, because TCP dumps and those tools, it's very there is a lot to study. There is a lot of things to know. So I know some things about TCP dumps, and I will show you everything that I know. So basically, we're going to start from the scratch this lab. I will start on the left side, right? So we're gonna have all of these guys working, and then we're gonna move to this side to start the failover thing. So we're gonna have, I already said that, failover for the FTDs. We're gonna have the primary and secondary eyes. I will show how the personas of eyes works, which is the role which one of them have, how FMC works, and as soon as you're gonna uh, going on this series of video, I'm gonna add some new device here, so we can maybe have another FMC to do a high availability on the FMC. We can have another, let's say another Windows, and try to have two ADs and do some testing, shut down one, simulating a failure, and see if the other one's gonna take it. So that's the point here. I'm gonna teach you guys of how to build from the scratch and how to maintain, and if you have some issues, we are gonna troubleshoot it and fix the issue. So the idea is this is my first my this is the first video of this series, just an introduction. And well, let's go to the next video. I will try to do this at least 3 times a week. I think it's gonna be good for now. So I'll let you guys know as soon as this video was uploaded. And well, if you want to get more information about it, just save the video, subscribe, and that's it. Thank you for your time. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.